is a nightmare. Man, that's the way it seems. Life is a nightmare.
Welcome to Today in Horrible History, your daily moment of historical misfortune. For February 17th, 2022, we head back to February 17th, 1974. On that date, Robert Preston, a 20-year-old U.S. Army helicopter maintenance worker, stole a helicopter and attempted to land it on the White House lawn. Preston had joined the Army in hopes of being a helicopter pilot, but alleged low scores in testing for reading a chopper's instruments booted him out of the pilot track. This left Preston disgruntled, as he still had to serve 4 years in the Army. Rarely do interactions with military recruiters leave people gruntled. Taking matters into his own hands, Preston simply stole a UH-1 helicopter nicknamed a Huey from Fort Meade in Maryland and took it for a joyride to Washington, D.C. Preston stated he hoped to show what a good pilot he could be, but the federal government viewed things otherwise. They believed he was trying to attack the White House, for the time occupied by President Richard Nixon, and sent a couple of aircraft to intercept the rogue Huey, which Preston initially tried to fly back to Maryland. Preston turned back to D.C. and approached the White House. The Secret Service, believing Preston to be a potential assassin, opened fire on the helicopter with shotguns and machine guns, firing over 300 shots as he landed it on the White House lawn and riddling the helicopter with bullets. Preston was shot superficially 5 times, but managed to land the Huey on the south lawn, about 300 feet from the White House. Preston was, of course, arrested and initially was going to be hit with a wide variety of serious military and civilian criminal charges. In the end, authorities agreed to limit his liability to a court-martial within the Army. He was also ordered to pay a fine worth roughly $15,000 in current dollars, was sentenced to a year in military prison minus time served during the case, which ended up being only a few months more in prison, and was then given a general discharge from the Army, which is not great, but could have been a lot worse. So all told, not bad. Preston got out of the Army faster than he would have otherwise, and did get to show everyone that he could fly. He later married, raised a family, and lived quietly until cancer took him in 2009. This act appears to have triggered a copycat attempted attack on the White House just 5 days later, which ended rather less positively. We'll cover that when it rolls around on the calendar. As far as Nixon, well, he ended up resigning from office in disgrace just months later and was taken away from the White House in a helicopter. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Today in Horrible History. Remember that after a brief visit, the rest of your day can only seem better in comparison.
Life is a nightmare. Man, that's the way it seems. Life is a nightmare.